morning. Did you decide to wake up? Or are you gonna go back to sleep? You silly little boy. What are you doing? How cute. Look at little Waddy all covered up laying on the bed. Hi. Is it cold, Watson? Is it cold? So to make pickles from cucumbers, you're just gonna take the cucumber and slice it up into circles or little rounds. And you're gonna get your canning jars, like your mason jars, and put the slices in that. You don't wanna pack them too tight. Once you're finished cutting them and putting them into jars, then you're going to add the seasonings and the brine. And as soon as I'm finished cutting this cucumber and this one, I will show you how to do the brine. Looks like we're gonna be going about 1 cucumber per jar, these big jars. So the cucumbers are done and I put them into the jars. Don't want to pack them in so much that there's not some space in between them because you want the brine to be able to get to all of them. The process for the bell peppers is pretty much the same thing. It's just going to be a little bit different on the spices because we won't be using the dill. The dill will be just for the pickles because that'll give it that distinctive pickle flavor. The bell peppers won't have the dill. It'll be a little slightly different. I'll show you when we get to that. The brine consists of 4 cups of water, 2 cups of white vinegar, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, and a teaspoon of sugar. And then we want to warm that up together at medium heat, just trying to make sure that the salt and the sugar are going to dissolve. Once they are dissolved, then we want to set this, make sure it's at room temperature before we pour it over the cucumbers. While the brine is cooling to room temperature, I'm going to start putting in my seasonings. And I don't really have a specific measurement for these. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it and see. But I am going to put in some red pepper flakes. And of course, this will get all mixed in once I put the brine on there and mix it all together. Some coriander seeds. Some regular black pepper. A bunch of garlic. I like a lot of garlic. And of course, the dill. Quite a lot of dill because that's the main flavor that we're trying to get to here. I'll add the seasonings to my second jar as well while I'm waiting for the brine to cool. Once you have your seasonings in there and you feel that your brine has cooled to room temperature, you're probably gonna wanna use a funnel because that will be easier. And you're gonna just pour your brine straight into there. Hopefully I don't make too much of a mess. You want your brine to cover the tops of your cucumbers. And that's it. Put your lids on. Make sure they're nice and tight. And these need to sit in the refrigerator for at least 1 week before they're done and ready. But that's it. You don't have to put them in a water bath. It's not like actual canning, but look how pretty that is. It's so cool. I love these homemade pickles. Hopefully they come out as good as they came out last time I made them. They look pretty. They look pretty cool. This one's kind of packed. I maybe shouldn't have put so much in right here, but it's all right. I think I got more garlic in this one too than I did the other one. I don't know, but it's all right. It doesn't have to be an exact science. So I'll put those in the fridge and I will start on the bell peppers. Second verse, same as the first. It's okay if there's some seeds left in there. It's not a big deal. You can leave some seeds. So I'm gonna cut these into strips. And we're gonna do the same thing that we did for the pickles. We're just gonna cut them, put them in there, get the brine ready, pour it over it. I should say put the seasonings in first and then pour the brine over. And they sit in the fridge for a week and then they're ready. It's actually pretty easy. The most time consuming thing is cutting the vegetables up, whatever it is you're wanting to pickle. I think all three of these bell peppers may fit in this large jar, but if not, I do have that smaller one too. So we'll just kind of have to see how it goes. This one has a little bit more seeds and the fleshy inside, so I'm gonna cut that out. It's not a big deal if a few seeds get in there, but I don't really want that fleshy inside. The verdict is they did not all fit in the larger jar, so I put some of them in here. Probably could have made them fit if I really packed them in, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be careful about packing them in, so that's what we have. So now we need to go make the brine for the bell peppers. The brine for the bell peppers is very similar, pretty much the same thing. 2 cups of water, 3 cups of white vinegar. Slightly different on the measurements. Again, it's 2 tablespoons of kosher salt. 1 tablespoon of sugar. A little more sugar this time instead of just a teaspoon. And again, we're just warming that until the sugar and the salt dissolves. We're gonna be doing the same thing with the seasonings and the brine for the bell pepper, except we're only putting 2 things in it, garlic and some red pepper flakes. And this is the first time I've done the bell peppers, so we'll see how it goes. Again, you wanna put the brine until it covers the tops of the vegetable. Again, get your airtight lids. Fill them up, and into the refrigerator they go. And probably about the same in a week or so, they'll be pickled and ready to go. Now, the next thing that I said I was gonna do today that I needed to get done is grading papers. But I think I might put that off again, because I just don't really feel like doing it. You know, it's a day off. It's Sunday. It's a day of relaxation. So, I think I'm gonna put it off again. Don't tell the kids.
I gotta carry you over my shoulder.
No, okay. Bubba, what'd you catch out there?
Well, you know, I caught some fish.
I think in the back of the pickup. We're gonna fall!